Welcome back to Tiny House Basics, and this is a tiny house tour. This is a variation of the Rubicon tiny house that we've built many times before. This is a 24-foot by 8.5-foot wide model. This particular build is a shell, so the customer wanted us to not finish out the interior so he could finish it off themselves. So starting off, I'm going to discuss the basics that are included on all of our tiny house shells. So starting with the trailer, it's a 24-foot by 8.5-foot wide tiny house basics trailer foundation. This is straight axles with a deck height of 26 inches above the grade. For the exterior walls, they are 2x4 studs on 16-inch on center. We have hold downs on all the major framing members that go down to the trailer using threaded rods that we welded in custom locations for this design. The exterior siding is included, which is T111, but this particular one is 8-inch on center. We usually prime the siding, but this customer requested it to have no paint, no primer, and just bare siding so he could stain it when we get it delivered to his house. The trailers have the optional insulated subfloor. That could be a fiberglass insulated subfloor or polystyrene insulated subfloor. That would also, you can have the option to have steel flashing underneath the trailer, and then the insulation is placed on that steel flashing, and then the plywood subfloor directly on top of that. All of the trailers have vapor wrap, which with this particular siding, there's going to be a vapor wrap around the 2x4 studs, and the T111 is an exterior siding and shear wall. So you'll see a little bit of details of that going on the inside. If a customer wanted to upgrade to a different type of exterior siding, we would do standard sheathing, and then we could do a different type of siding on the exterior, whether it's like aluminum, tongue and groove, lap siding, any type of siding that the customer like. That is all optional. The roof style, the standard roof style on the shells is a shed style, which is one slope, but this is the Rubicon split level roof, and it was built for a 40-pound snow load. So we have that double gable for the loft area and then the main floor area as well. All tiny house shells are standard with a full metal roof. That includes the ridge and the edge trim. The standard included door is a 36-inch pre-hung exterior door with hardware. This customer has that, and then they also added the custom double door with single light outswing fiberglass as shown in this. They also upgraded the windows. We have standard 4 windows included on all tiny house shells, but this customer opted to add a bunch of additional windows in this design. They also requested a 10-foot loft. So you have that right above our head right now. And so with this being 24 feet long, we split the dormers at 12 feet in the front, 12 feet in the back. So with the loft being 10 feet long, you have a 2-foot clearance from the change in pitch from the interior when you're climbing up the loft. Whether if you're doing stairs or a ladder going up to the loft, you have plenty of clearance between the edge of the loft right there, you can see, to the change of the pitch in the roof so you don't hit your head. So this customer is going to get this tiny house and finish it all off themselves. This is, 10-foot master loft, which is pretty common for this size of tiny house. 24 feet, most of our customers choose to go the 10-foot loft. Every Rubicon variation that we've done since 2016 has always had about a 10-foot loft, and sometimes they'll add a storage loft on the other end, but this particular customer did not need that or want that in his design. So this is a really beautiful example of a tiny house shell with some add-ons. And the standard tiny house shell includes 4 windows, and that includes from any size from 12 all the way up to 40 feet. This allows ultimate customization for our clients' needs, whether you're looking for more of a budget-friendly tiny house build with just minimal windows. We've done several that have been workshops, mobile businesses, and different uses. So the 4 windows usually covers all circumstances in that aspect, but we allow the flexibility to add as many windows as you would like. They can all be custom sizes and different types of openings. So that is all kind of done during the design process. So once a customer places their tiny house shell order, we get the trailer into production, and then we move to the design phase. So we'll sketch out a base template based on the size tiny house shell they want to build, and then we'll work collaboratively on the custom design until it is nailed down at exactly how our clients want it. You can find more details on that process at tinyhousebasics.com. click at the top to go to shells, and we talk about the step-by-step process. And if you're looking to build a tiny house yourself on one of our tiny house trailer foundations, go to our website, tinyhousebasics.com, and you can request a quote. We build all sizes from 10 feet all the way up to 48 feet, and widths in our standard 8.5 feet wide like this, 10 feet, 11 feet, and 12 feet wide tiny house trailers. Reach out to us, and we can't wait to help you and get you started on your tiny house build today.